All right,
I
let's
want to
dive
have
into
two
this
more fights
messy,
this year,
tangled web of
and after
drama that's got
that,
the
take off a little bit
streets
of
buzzing and
time,
the internet
maybe
on
have a kid or
fire.
something, and
Picture
then
this.
fight.
I'm planning my year, right? I want to squeeze in 2 more fights before 2025 wraps up. After that, I'm thinking about taking a little breather, maybe even starting a family, having a kid or something. Then, once the dust settles, I'll lace up the gloves again and get back in the ring for 2 more bouts. Now, with a new baby on the way, it's not like I'm going to neglect my other kids. Not at all. But let's be real. A newborn demands focus, undivided attention, and I'm ready to give that. It's just how it goes. But while I'm over here plotting my next moves, there's a whole other storm brewing, and it's got nothing to do with my fight schedule. It's the kind of drama that makes you grab your popcorn and scroll X for the latest updates. We're talking about Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields, a trio caught up in a saga that's equal parts soap opera and street gossip. And trust me, it's a lot. Let's start with the light-skinned girl tangent, because why not? It's always the ones who think they're God's gift just because they were born with a certain complexion. They strut around like they're untouchable, spouting nonsense, acting like the world owes them something. It's exhausting. But anyway, that's a side rant. Back to the main event. My boy Cab, he's my ride or die, my confidant. I tell him everything, every plan, every dream, every messy detail. People are always prying, wanting to know how long we've been tight, but that's our business. When the time's right, they'll get the story. Now, let's shift gears to the real. Tea spilling all over the curb. Remy Ma's out here throwing shade at Claressa Shields like it's her full-time job. The streets can't stop talking about it. Is Remy just jealous, or does she actually have a leg to stand on? Word is, Claressa might be pulling a classic move, baby-trapping Papoose. And honestly, it's not that far-fetched when you break it down. Remy's made it crystal clear she's not signing those divorce papers, which means Papoose and Claressa can't tie the knot legally. Plus, there's the alimony situation. Remy would take a massive financial hit if she let him go officially. So, what's Claressa's play? If the rumors are true, she's already expecting. And a baby might be her way to lock Papoose down for good. It's messy, y'all, and just when you think it can't get any wilder, Remy's out here blowing the lid off the whole thing like she's starring in her own reality show. Papoose and Claressa? They've been moving at warp speed. They're hitting up events together, booking gigs as a couple, and basically building each other up like a power duo. Claressa's even dropping hints about stepping back from boxing after her next 2 fights, to focus on other things. Now, what other things could she mean? The streets are convinced she's already pregnant, and let's be real, it adds up. If she's carrying Papoose's kid, Remy might have fumbled him for good. While Remy's still stuck in this weird situationship limbo, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, Papoose and Claressa are out here living their best lives, unbothered and thriving. Rewind to December, when Remy decided to go full scorched earth mode. She leaked private messages between Papoose and Claressa, thinking she was about to dismantle their whole vibe. Plot twist, it backfired spectacularly. Papoose had been keeping things low-key, but Remy's stunt just made the public root for him and Claressa even harder. Claressa was stressed, though. She had movie deals, sponsorships, and PR gigs lined up, and her team was freaking out about the negative press. But the fans? They had her back. People were like, Papoose finally woke up and left Remy. Good for him. Claressa's an upgrade. Remy thought she was humiliating them, but she ended up playing herself. Papoose is moving on, and I'm here for it. Since that flop, Remy's been quiet. No subs on Instagram, no sneak disses in her tracks, nothing. Meanwhile, Claressa and Papoose are out here glowing. They're giving power couple energy, showing up everywhere together. Big B Tim's on, matching jackets, courtside at Knicks games, the works. They even had a Valentine's Day getaway in Hawaii, looking like they just stepped out of a rom-com. And when Claressa was boxing Danielle Perkins, Papoose was right there, wrapping her into the ring like she's the star of a sports movie. She knocked it out, melted the competition like strawberry ice cream, and the crowd loved it. They're not hiding their love either. Claressa posted a video of them dancing, playing games, just vibing. And she's radiant. You know that glow. When a woman's happy, stress-free, and living her truth, that's Claressa right now. She even clapped back at the internet chatter, posting, "The love y'all show me and Pap is cool as." The public's on their side, and Remy, she's looking real parched out here. But hold up, it gets juicier. Word on the street is Remy tried to crawl back to Papoose, begging to work things out and reunite the family. Pap shut that down quick. Imagine holding a woman down for 6 years while she's in prison, being the loyal husband, only for her to turn around and cheat with some dude like Easy the block captain, then act like it's no big deal. Papoose said, "Nah, I'm good where I'm at with Claressa." Can you blame him? Remy fumbled a gem, and she knows it. Papoose is the definition of a stand-up guy. Faithful, family-oriented, never embarrassing her. But Remy got too full of herself, stepped out, got messy, and lost the one man who had her back. Now she's watching him win with Claressa, and it's gotta sting. Clarissa's head over heels, and she's not shy about it. In a recent live stream, she was gushing about Papoose, how they deserve each other, how he's the best man she's ever been with. She talked about their deep conversations, his sweet nature, and how he's a sweetheart who deserves the best. And she's it. On the Tamron Hall show, she doubled down, calling him a dream come true. "He's giving me that ride or die love energy, and I'm eating it up," she said. She praised his humility, his rapping skills, and how he's not intimidated by her success. That last part, a subtle jab at Remy, who took Papoose's support for granted. Now he's getting the appreciation he deserves, and Claressa's holding on tight. Here's where it gets spicy. Claressa and Papoose aren't treating this like some fling. It's serious. She's announced she's taking a break from boxing after 2 more fights to focus on other things, and the streets are screaming she's pregnant. Why else would she pause her career when she's dominating the game? It's not the first time pregnancy rumors have swirled either. Jada Davis, linked to Claressa's ex-trainer Tony Harrison, dropped a bombshell online, claiming Claressa was pregnant during her 2023 rematch with Hannah Gabriels, a fight she won by unanimous decision. Jada said Claressa kept it hush-hush, even starving herself for 3 days before the fight to make weight while pregnant. Social media exploded. Some called it clout chasing. Others wondered if it's true. If it is, and she's pregnant now, with Papoose's kid, Remy's toast. Remy's refusal to sign those divorce papers means Claressa can't marry Papoose, so a baby's the next best way to cement their bond. It's a power move. And if it's real, it changes everything. Remy's out here looking lost, realizing she let a good man slip through her fingers. And if Claressa's expecting, Remy might get even messier. She's not one to go quietly. Remember, she went to prison for shooting someone. Claressa once talked big about fighting Remy in the ring, but it never happened. Now, with Papoose in the mix, Remy might be plotting something wild. Even 50 Cent chimed in, warning Claressa to watch her back. When 50 speaks, you listen. This could escalate fast. Remy's got a history of clashing with women tied to Papoose. Word is, she's never been cool with his other baby mamas. Papoose has kids from before Remy: Deja, 1997, Jamil, 1999, Destiny, 2000. But you rarely hear about them. Rumors say Remy wasn't exactly welcoming, keeping things tense behind the scenes. Now, with Claressa possibly pregnant, it's not just about her, it's a pattern. Remy's protective over Papoose, not wanting any young onions in the mix, as they say. Another baby shifts the dynamic, and she's not here for it, but Remy's got her own mess to clean up. Her son's facing trial for a shooting, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. While she's shading Claressa, she might need to look closer to home. If Claressa's pregnant, it's game over. Papoose is locked in, and Remy's left on the sidelines. She thinks it's all a ploy, that Claressa's faking it to keep Papoose close, especially with her retirement hints. Real or not, the drama's just heating up. So, what do you think? Is Remy onto something, or is she just territorial? Is Claressa baby-trapping Papoose, or are people reading too much into it? And if Remy won't sign those papers, is she still holding on to him in her own twisted way? Drop your thoughts. I'm all ears. This tea's too hot to miss.